good to go into game number 3, guys.
So yeah, another aggressive map. So the first game was an aggressive map as well. So
Yep.
Singhasong, I think he's going to feel good going into this map. It's actually a 3-player map, just like Catalina was.
Yeah, it could just be a repeat of game number 1 all over again.
Although an interesting point is the medevac play in game 1 won't be prevalent here, not as much at least, because there's actually blockers around the corners of the map which stop air units from passing.
That's true, and really, from memory, it's the only map that really has such strong blockers, right? Was there any reason why they specifically put it in for merry ground?
I think there's one or two other like weird Kesper maps that were in Pro League a few years ago.
Right.
As far as ladder maps go, that's the only map. And it's a bit weird because you'd think they'd put the same thing on Catalina, but I guess it was just an experiment. And I think
it's interesting.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's good to have variety in the map.
Even a lot of the pros, you see their medevacs just crash into the barriers and even get sniped. A couple of games come to mind. But here we go, guys.
So yeah, in the top right we do have the blue Terran representing Imperial. It's singhasong.
And down in the bottom south 6 o'clock position, the red Terran. He's come back from 1-0 down to bring it level. Can he close out the best of 3? It's Hava.
And it looks like the SCVs are just about in sync this game.
Just about in sync.
Wow, I think Singhasong is actually slightly ahead in SCV production time this game.
Ah, I see. Yeah, in a mirror matchup, it all comes down to the smallest, the tightest of edges.
StarCraft is not only a game of seconds, but of milliseconds.
Oh no, it's a game of Blizzard seconds. That's what it's about. I mean, don't forget. We all love having seconds go by at a very slightly faster rate.
It's a mix-up. I'm not quite sure what happened in the second game, but in the first game, I know Hava's the one who walled, and Singhasong's the one who decided to build the depot next to his refinery. But this game, the supply depot positions are reversed.
Oh, mind games. I think, maybe at least Singhasong thinks he could be playing Zerg. He just wants to wall it off.
It's possible.
I don't know. I think if you can spare the couple of minerals, it's always useful to have a wall off at the front. Against Terran, it's a bit dangerous because the siege tanks can snipe it if they're sieging your base. But
yeah, but I mean, usually the game does evolve to a 2-base scenario.
Yeah.
And we do see the gas has gone down significantly earlier for Hava, which does make me think. In fact, it's a gas first, so that makes me think. It makes me know that we're going to be seeing a very quick factory coming down.
Yeah, interesting. This was that's actually even faster gas than last game. He went Rax gas just into factory, but here that's a lot of gas.
So I guess in the first game he opened Cloak Banshee and it did nothing, and now his reaction to that is, I'll just make Cloak Banshees even faster.
Yeah.
But in fact, Singhasong actually made his turret way earlier than he needed to.
Right.
But that was actually a brilliant move because he made the turret for a gas first time.
Okay.
So let's see if he does the same this game. In fact, he might be thrown off. He might think, okay, when you go Cloak Banshee, you don't go gas first. Alright, fine, I can get my turret later.
Yeah.
We'll see. And the factory, as expected, does go down.
Yeah, boom. Cloak Banshees turn up in his face.
What is going on? Hava's got 17 SCVs, and he's making more. Okay, he's not making more, but he got 17 for making the orbital. That's very, very rare. Like, I've never seen anyone go beyond 15.
Right.
And wow, some amazing micro from Singhasong will enable him to get out with the SCV.
Exactly. So we can look in the production tab just how fast the factory timing is for Hava, and it looks like he's actually going to make a proxy starport.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
This is going to be a ridiculously fast Cloak Banshee into his opponent's base. I mean, look at this, it's 4 minutes and the starport is just about to start.
Exactly.
This is crazy, actually.
The factory is so far behind. The Widow Mine's going to be so much later. The engineering bay is going to be so much later. The turret's going to be so much later.
The one downside of proxying the starport alone is that it has to make its own...
Heavy supply book for Hava. He's been at 19 of 19 for ages.
That's true. But the starport has to make its own tech lab, so even though it's proxied, it won't be as fast as if you proxy the factory and
That's very true.
starport.
That's possibly a mistake from Hava. Nerves may be coming...
I think he's so focused on...
But at the same time, this could be a genius move because Singhasong may see the factory and he thinks there's no way you're going proxy starport because if you were, then the factory wouldn't be in your main. But perhaps Hava knows this. And
well, it looks like actually either a Banshee or Raven follow-up for Singhasong himself.
Yeah.
So we could have a Banshee exchange, a gentlemanly Banshee
they might trade
exchange
Banshees.
treatment, and just agree to destroy each other's mineral lines.
And we're talking about Banshees, we don't know what we're talking about. Hava, defying all expectations, going for the medevac. Of course, such a smart play. And even making another barracks back at home.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he's going to spend his gas at this point. It's stockpiling without tech labs. The only way you can spend it is, you know, on marauders or medivacs.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a tech lab on his barracks.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He can't even make marauders.
But here we go. Look at this. It's a 6-minute drop.
6-minute drop, but the turret. Look at that amazing turret timing. I mean, it's not that useful against the drop, but I mean, if that was Poke Manti, it would have finished just in time.
Okay.
The bike, he really did prepare for that Poke Manti, but Hava throwing him for a loop, and oh my god, this medevac's helping so much. Some amazing micro from singhasong. Is he gonna? Oh, and some amazing micro from Hava. Barely escaping with this medevac. Not quite a 5 HP medevac. A red HP medevac is still impressive.
But look what we see coming up from Hava. He's not deterred. He's going up for a follow-up with 2 medevacs.
He's even pulling 2 SCVs to build the command center. Where's this other one going? Oh, they're both going. They both want to build. This one. Oh.
Without a job.
Yeah.
But here we go.
And this Viking so close to the medevac. But Hava must have known the Viking was exactly there. And boosting the medevac for.
So what he's hoping is that by originally showing the medivac drop in the back, the Marines back into this enemy's mineral line, allowing the Hellions to get up into the front of the base. However, he's not timed it very well. The Marines are lagging way far behind the Hellions.
But still some excellent micros. The medevac's still not dying.
Oh, he's destroying the destructible.
Cancel the CC!
What is this? Why is he targeting the destructible rock?
singhasong, he's forced to cancel the CC.
That is quite big.
singhasong, very pressured at the moment. And Hava's, his CC is nearly done.
Yeah. The army supply is dead even at this point. I feel singhasong can propel this, but as you say...
And both players are currently heavily supply blocked. Heavily!
I really think singhasong's given up on the expand. Look, 2 more barracks on the production tab. He's just going a 1-base all in at this stage. We may do. And oh my god, those medivacs are so low, and he's risking losing all those Marines. They do get out, and he does actually drop an expand now. This is quite interesting. He's just so far behind because Hava's CC's done.
And Hava, the SCV king, has stopped making SCVs. What's going on?
Here's the transfer. That's good.
He's making stim. It feels like the player roles are totally reversed. What's going on?
So Hava really is going to have a big eco advantage at this point.
And even this Widow Mine is not being hidden by anything. The old singhasong, his Widow Mine would be like here.
I really like this. Look, singhasong is really focused on drop defense, and Hava, he's just not interested anymore. He's macroing up.
What's this tank doing?
Scan drops down, spots.
The scan is a very interesting choice. When you're behind an orbital, you're very rarely going to scan because what's the point? Yeah. What are you going to see? You're like, oh, he's got an expand, okay. You hear he's got an expand, but you're not going to cancel it, are you?
No. But let's see, he's moving out across the map. He spotted the expand with the scan.
Yeah.
He didn't see any
and
army,
a smart player like Kevin would also pick up the minerals and know exactly how long it's been up for.
Yeah. So, well, let's see what he can get done. He has the air advantage at this point.
What does the air advantage really mean?
I don't know. I mean, if he can siege up and get some good shots with the siege tank. Oh, look at this scouting marine from Hava. Great heads up.
Back still a little HP, but
Hava needs to be careful. He's going to pick up his tank.
singhasong pulling behind the supply. Sick transform micro. It's not enough.
There's 2 extra marines shooting down that Viking.
And this tank from Hava is very strategically placed.
You know what I think we might see? A tank drop. He thinks it's Legacy of the Void.
He does. First he thought it was Wings of Liberty, now he thought it was Legacy of the Void. I think we're seeing Hava evolve over the course of the series. And triple his depot, double eBay going down at once.
Flashing out, Hava. He is all about spending the money right now, which is fair enough. I mean, he has the SCV lead. He's had his base up earlier. It's time for him to actually spend that hard mine cash.
Yeah, I mean, he's owned it.
He really has. And his SCV lead is just getting more and more. He's on top of the production of SCVs, 2 at a time.
Huge mistake. 4 SCVs in this refinery.
Oh dear.
The nerves really getting to him.
Yeah, and he does have an upgrade lead. He's got +1 attack, but he's not following that up with +1 armor or an armory. So, oh, I say that, he's just come down. That's good.
Oh yeah, he gets the +1 armor. But how important are upgrades really in this matchup?
Have you seen 2-2 Marines take down 0-0 Marines?
Well,
it's pretty important. It's pretty important. It won't get to that stage. I think the upgrades are going to be, here we go. Hava's getting both of his upgrades, so
I mean, they're
going to finish at the same time.
The upgrades are important, but when both players don't have combat shields, then I mean, that's where they should be focusing their money.
Right,
And I guess Hava just starting it now.
Actually, do we have singhasong trying to get a third base over there? Has he sent his SCV across?
He sent his SCV here, but he's just
Just
chilling
have
for
the
the
money.
moment. He's just chilling.
He's just checking to see if Hava's got a proxy
Yeah.
secret hidden expansion on his.
This SCV is having this marine. What's he doing?
Is he
How do
type
we zoom
slash
in?
dance?
How do we zoom in?
I don't know.
This SCV, this
Plus-
marine, he's
He's bugging
he's
out.
not patrolling. He's having there's something wrong with this marine.
I just hope he stims and goes
Sing a
faster.
song. He really knows how to control his units.
Oh, an interesting scan, checking on
See,
the third base
look,
timing.
this
from
exact pattern. If you do this exact pattern, your marine does this. Look, then your marine does that. Okay, in a fight for the tower, Hava does take the tower. Will this marine come down and take it? No, he's happy doing what he's doing.
Oh, but look at this
And
both
huge-
armies moving out at the same
Huge
time.
push from Singhasong, who's actually ahead in army supply,
He is indeed.
and he's timing this so well. Look, his
Anti-timing by Hava. He's moving out just before combat shield and
Oh, and-
1-1 finishes.
and Singhasong really Marines are Wow, Singhasong takes the supply lead for the first time in ages.
But Hava's banking 2.5k minerals during that fight, whereas singhasong was really good, keeping his minerals down under 100 at all
Hava,
times.
his third CC has been done for ages, but he hasn't had the time to float it yet. But that's not going to stop him from making the SCVs out of it.
I think he needs to add on
And
a
his marine's
bit
still
more
dancing.
production.
And Singhasong, only one SCV in gas is natural. Multiple SCVs not doing anything. No refinery here. Third CC being built. The scan goes down and it sees the CC, which is on the high ground, which has made an SCV which is doing nothing.
And the SCV sneaking up to build a fourth base,
Fourth
I think,
base.
as well.
Or maybe he's come to kill this marine.
Oh,
the marine!
he
What's the marine
notices
doing?
it. The marine is free.
The marine skims.
See, there we are, the cheeky fourth base. It actually
Wow.
might get scouted
What
by
is
this force.
What are these tactics? He doesn't lift this base, but instead he takes this. I think he's forgotten about this.
But what is happening on the west side
What?
of the map here?
Why
though?
would you possibly not move this? Unless you forgot about it. Oh, the Marines got friends coming.
But he's going to scout the fourth base perfectly and shut that down. That's really, really, really good map awareness
This
by
is the
Singhasong.
this is the dancing Marine. This is the dancing Marine.
He's doing well. So, if we
I don't
look
understand
at-
why he sent all these Marines in here, but oh, and the medevac's coming.
Oh, he's going for the dune
He's
drop.
gonna pick up the Marine who's dancing. He scans and
gets
then
the
comes.
cancel.
He scans.
But look, this
he
dune
scans
drop.
just before sending the Marine in.
The dune drop is going to do a lot of damage here. Hava's army is
And
well out of position,
Hava are
defending his third
preemptively
base.
pulling away the SCVs.
No, that's a transfer to the third base. Really, really bad. Oh, counter dune drop by Hava. This is on top of the siege tank. I think he's not going to do too well, but this might be
Process and fast supply lead.
Yeah.
And he even cancels this base. And there's even 3 tanks down here with not even
over double the army supply. These 3 tanks are going to get that's actually fantastic.
What doesn't matter when these are in the front and the GG goes down.
Hey, well
And
played.
Singhasong proving its dominance in this matchup.
Yeah, somehow coming from behind to take that game, that was
Coming from so far behind, the Dancing Marine is really what signaled his transition into taking that game.
Yeah, that's where he really showed his true colours. You know, he's a
Yeah,
bit of a joker when it comes to the StarClash play.
Are we going to have an interview with the winner?
Yeah, I think we should actually. Can you go and grab Singhasong for his winners interview?
Yeah, we're going to have a winner's interview.
The guy just talking to
Raza,
Brendan
winner's interview.
or Bradley. Yeah. That was a good best of 3 actually. Very well matched.
Yeah, I
really well matched.
I think Hava is a real dark horse. Like whenever he goes into another tournament, he's one to look out for.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So here we are. We have a winners interview.
We have the winner of that game, Singhasong, here for an interview. So firstly, I'd like to ask, how are your Widow Mine placements so good, and how can people learn how to place their Widow Mines like that?
Watch Korean Terrans.
Do you have any specific Korean Terrans to name?
Maru.
Maru, okay.
Teja streams more, so
Teja streams more.
you can learn from Teja as well.
Okay, and
Solid.
do you think foreigners or Koreans are currently better at this game?
Korean.
Koreans, okay. And also on the third map, did you purposely make your Marine spaz out and dance? Or was that an accident?
I tried to scout for hidden bases, but then he had his own agenda.
His own agenda.
Oh, okay. So that wasn't intentional, because I thought that it was a very specific pattern and he would just do that. No?
I only realized at the last minute when I saw his SCV and I realized my Marine was circling itself.
So also, why did you cancel your second base, which was in your main, when he pushed you?
On the third,
Yeah, on the third
Yeah,
map.
game
Sorry.
panic.
You panicked. His command center was so far ahead of yours. You were so far behind, yet you still won. How did you do it?
Lucky.
Lucky.
Lucky. Yeah, you got lucky. Well,
He didn't make
congratulations.
any add-ons on his barracks, so I think that was hard.
Right.
Uh huh.
That really
Okay, well, we'll let you go and enjoy your victory.
Yeah, thanks for the great
Excellent
first
game.
series of the day. We're going to have 4 more coming up right away, basically.
Yeah.
For Cambridge versus Imperial. It's 1-0 to Imperial. A good start. But can
Definitely
they
a good
follow
start.
it up?
Yeah.
That's the question. Right. Well played. We'll be back
Kevin
soon.
had 150 APM that game. Wow.
That's pretty solid. Come on, tab out StarCraft. Don't do this to me. Yeah. So, who fancies playing next?
What is it? Give it to you.
You're gonna play at some point, man.
What is it? Oh, it doesn't look very tasty.